Hello students, today we are going to see the solutions of sub-junior level paper NMTC stage 2 2025. Starting off with our first question, if x, y and z are three consecutive integers and if x cube plus y cube plus z cube upon xyz is also an integer, then find all possible values of x, y, z. Okay, so let us start with this. X cube plus y cube plus z cube upon x, y, z. This is a perfect, this is an integral value. This is giving us an integral value. Now, what I am doing is, I am subtracting 3xyz and adding 3xyz in the numerator. This is because it makes an identity for this term, x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz, which is coming over to be x plus y plus z into x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. Okay, and then upon xyz and again 3xyz upon xyz. xyz and xyz gets cancelled out. So this is giving us 3, which is an integral value. Now for x cube plus y cube plus z cube upon xyz to be an integer, this term should be an integer. Now let us assume that it is given to us that x, y, z are three consecutive integers. So assuming x to be y minus 1, y is equals to y and z to be y plus 1 and substituting all the three values in the numerator, then we will get y minus 1 plus y plus y plus 1. This is my first bracket, and then y minus 1 square plus y square plus y plus 1 whole square minus y minus 1 into y minus y into y plus 1 and minus y plus 1 into y minus 1. This is my numerator of the term which is required to be an integer. Now upon x, y, z, we can see from here that minus 1 plus 1 is getting cancelled. So this is, first bracket is giving us 3y. Now from the second bracket, when we multiply, when we put the identities of whole squares and then when we do the plus and minus, addition and subtraction, we will observe that this is y square plus 1 minus 2y plus y square plus y square plus 1 plus 2y minus of y square minus plus y minus y square minus y and minus y square plus 1. What we are observing over here, that y square minus y square is getting cancelled again. Y square minus y square, y square minus y square, minus y plus 2y minus 2y. That means all the y terms from the second bracket is getting cancelled and the second bracket is coming to be 3 only. First bracket is 3y. Upon we are having x, y, z. Now y is getting cancelled. So for this term to be an integer, my x and z both should be factor of 9. This is giving us 9 upon xz. Okay, now the possibilities for this to be an integer is x and z both belongs to either plus minus 1, plus minus 3 or plus minus 9. And the second thing is that x, y and z are consecutive integers. So from here we can see that when I take x to be 1, my y and z will be 2 and 3. which is possible because y and x and z both are factors of 9. The second possible case is when I take x to be -1, then -1, -2 and -3. But all the other cases are not possible, since if we take 1, then 0 and then -1, both x and z are the factors of 9, but y can never be 0 because it is in denominator. The other thing is, if I take x to be 3, then 3, 4 and 5 will be there. 5 is not a factor of 9, and x and z both should be the factors of 9. So there are only two possible cases of x, y, z, that is 1, 2, 3 and -1, -2, -3. Okay. Now coming over to the next question. Second question. ABC is an equilateral triangle with side 10. So first of all, I am drawing an equilateral triangle ABC of side length 10 each. Okay. D is the point outside ABC such that BD is equals to DC and BDC angle is equals to 120 degree. So we are taking the D point over here such that BDC, this complete angle is equals to 120 degrees and BD is equals to DC. Point M and N are outside AB and AC respectively such that MDN angle is equals to 60 degrees. So now we are taking point M over here, N over here and MDN. This angle is coming to be 60 degrees. Okay. Now just assume that if this angle is theta, then this angle will be 60 minus theta because the complete angle BDC is equals to 120 degrees. Okay. Now we need to find the perimeter of triangle AMN. What we will do is, first we make a construction that we are going to extend the side AB. Okay. And we draw an angle BDE, which is equals to theta only. And intersecting this AB produced at E, this angle is theta. Okay. Now, first of all, the angle DBC and DCB, both of these angles are equal because BD is equals to DC. So these angles are 30 degrees each. And ABC angle is 60 degree because this is an equilateral triangle. Okay. Now from there we can see that my angle EBD, this is coming to be 90 degree. Same way here this angle is 60 degree. So my DCN angle is 90 degree. Now taking these two triangles, that is triangle BDE and triangle CDN. When we are taking these two triangles, we can see first of all angle EBD is equals to angle DCN, that is coming to be 90 degrees each. Then we know that in the two triangle BD is equals to CD because this is given to us that the BD and DC sides are equal. The third thing is we had constructed this angle BDE as theta and already angle CDN is theta. So by ASA congruency, these are angle side angle, ASA congruency, we can say that the two triangles, triangle BDE is congruent to triangle CDN, which is giving us that BE is equals to CN. First thing, BE and CN are equal, and second thing, ED is equals to DN. Okay, these two are by CPCT. Fine. Now we will be taking the triangle MDN and the triangle MDE. The other two triangles we are going to take, that is triangle MDE and triangle MDN. We can observe from the figure that MD is common in both the two triangles. MD is common. Okay. Second thing, we had proved over here that ED, DE side is equals to DN side of the second triangle, and angle MDE is equals to angle MDN. That is coming to be 60 degrees. This is given to us as 60 degree, and when we add this angle 60 minus theta plus theta, this is again giving us 60 degrees. So my angle MDE is also 60 degrees. Okay, so by SAS, this is not SSA, this is coming to be SAS congruency. Triangle MDE is congruent to triangle MDN by SAS congruency. From here we can get that ME is equals to MN by CPCT again, and rest we don't know, we don't require. Okay, now if for me the required part is perimeter of triangle AMN, which is coming to be AM plus MN plus AN. AM we keep as it is, then MN can be replaced as ME because MN and ME are equal, and AN. Now we can break this ME in two parts, that is MB plus BE. Okay. Now AM plus MB, this is combining and giving me the side of equilateral triangle AB. Now BE is equals to NC. So I replace BE with NC and AN. When we combine this NC and AN, this is again giving me the side of equilateral triangle AC. So this is coming to be AB plus AC, that is 10 plus 10 because side length of equilateral triangle is 10. So the perimeter of AMN triangle is 20. Now the next question is find the value of this. We can observe here that the given thing is of the form a to the power 4 plus a plus 1 to the power 4 plus 1 upon a square plus a plus 1 whole square and plus 1. Now when we open up the brackets, we will be getting a4 as it is. Now a plus 1 to the power 4 will give us a to the power 4 plus 4a cube plus 6a square plus 4a plus 1, and the remaining this last plus 1 as it is upon a square plus a plus 1 whole square, that is again a square plus 2a plus 1 and plus 1. We can take 2 common from the numerator as well as denominator, and this is giving us, after cancelling the 2, we are getting a4 plus 2a cube plus 3a square plus 2a plus 1 upon again a square plus a plus 1. So we had simplified the fraction in terms of a. Now, when we divide these two, I'm dividing this over here. If I divide the numerator a4 plus 2a cube plus 3a square plus 2a plus 1 with a square plus a plus 1. First, with the a square, we are getting a4 plus a cube plus a square. By subtracting, I'll be getting a cube plus 2a square plus 2a plus 1. Now, multiplying it by a cube plus a square plus a. After subtracting again, I am getting a square plus a plus 1. So, plus 1. A square plus a plus 1. When we subtract, we are getting the remainder 0 and questioned as a square plus a plus 1. So after dividing these two, we can directly write that the answer of this is a square plus a plus 1. That means for the given question, if my a is 2025, then the answer will be 2025 square plus 2025 and plus 1. We have to simplify this. So we are taking 2025 common from the first two terms. So 2025 plus 1 and again plus 1. So this is giving us 2025 into 2026 plus 1. So my final answer is, when we multiply 2025, 2026 and add 1, so we will be getting 41,02,651. This is my final answer. Now, the next fourth question is, a car an hour after starting developed some technical problem which detains the car an hour. Okay, so it gets late by an hour, and after which it proceeds with 3/5 of its former speed and arrives 3 hours after time to the destination. But had the mechanical problem happened 100 kilometers further, it would have arrived 1.5 hours sooner than the earlier case. Okay, so first of all, I'm assuming my case 1. Case 1 is like, let this total distance is d. Okay, so and the speed, and assuming the speed of the car to be x kilometers per hour, and total time, initially if nothing would have happened, then the total time to travel the journey is t hours. Okay, now we know that first of all, time is equals to distance upon x. Okay, so for normal journey, t would be equal to d by x. But for case 1, what had happened, the car has traveled for 1 hour. That means 1 into x, it has traveled a distance of x, and then after that there was a mishap, so it detained by 1 hour. That means initially the time taken for traveling the x distance is x by x, that is 1 hour. Then 1 hour detained, and then the remaining distance. Now the remaining part distance will be d minus x. So remaining distance would be traveled at the speed of 3/5 of the original speed, 3 by 5 of x. Now this time is equal to total time plus 3 hours. Fine. Now, when we solve this equation, we are getting d upon 3 by 5th of x. That means 5 by 3x minus x 5 by 3. X gets cancelled and is equals to t plus 3 minus of 2. Now d by x is again my original time t. So I am writing 5 by 3 times of t minus t is equals to 1 plus 5 by 3. Okay. From here, when we solve for t, we will be getting 2/3 of t is equals to 8 by 3. That means original time was 4 hours to travel this journey. Okay. Now, I need to calculate the total distance. So, now coming over to the case 2. In case 2, they are saying that the mishap would have happened 10 kilometers farther, 100 kilometers farther. So, first of all, they had traveled for 1 hour, that is x distance, and then the 100 distance. Now, the remaining distance is d minus x minus of 100. Okay, so this is traveled in 1 hour. 100 kilometers would be traveled in 100 by x hours, and the remaining distance d minus x minus 100 with the speed of 3/5 of x. Now it would have taken 1.5 hour earlier. That means 4 plus 3 total. They are taking 7 hours. So 7 minus 1.5, that is 3 by 2 hours. Okay, now again 1 plus 100 by x plus this is giving us 5 by 3 d by x, which is equals to t, and we replace this t by 4, and minus 5 by 3 minus 500 by 3x. Okay, and this is equals to 11 by 2 hours. Now, when we solve this equation by substituting the value of d by x as 4 and solve for x, we will be getting x as 400 upon 9. This would be the speed of car, kilometers per hour. And we need to find the distance. Now, distance upon x is equals to 4. So, distance is equals to 4 into 400 by 9, that is 1600 by 9 kilometers is your total distance. Now, coming over to the next question, that is the 5th question. A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7 are the set of positive integers, 7 integers. Find number of such 7 elements such that A1 into A2 into A3 is equals to 70. This is the first equation given to us. A3 into A4 into A5 is equals to 71. Now, from the first two equations, since product A1, A2, A3 and all are positive, A3, after multiplying A1, A2 by A3, still we are getting a number 70, which is less than 71. That means A3 is a number which is at least less than 70. But from here, we can see that 71 is a prime number which is having only two factors, 71 and 1. So, we can say that A3 will be equal to 1 only, because 71 has only two factors, 71 and 1. So, A3 can never be equal to 71. So, A3 is equals to 1. Now, when we substitute A3 as 1 in this equation, A1 into A2 into 1 is equals to 70. So, the possible values of A1 and A2, total cases of A1 and A2 is equals to total factors, total number of factors of 70, because we can break the 70 in 2 of its factors. So that means 70, we are knowing that 70 is equals to 2 into 5 into 7. So the number of factors, their power is 1, 1, 1, adding 1 to the powers and multiplying it. So we are having 2 into 2 into 2, that is 8 cases for A1 and A2. A3 is fixed as 1. Now we are coming over to A3 into A4 into A5. Now A3 into A4 into A5. This is equals to 71. A3 is 1. Now A4 into A5. Again, one of the number can be 1 and the other is 71. Now we are coming over to this. A5 into A6 into A7. This is equals to 72. Now observe that if A5 is 71, then the product must be a multiple of 71, which is not over there. So we can say that again, my A5 is equals to 1 and A4 is equals to 71. No other possible cases for A4 and A5. Now coming over to this third case, that is A5 is 1 into A6 into A7. This is equals to 72. So the possible total cases of A6 and A7 is equals to number of factors of 72. Now 72 can be written as 2 cube into 3 square. So the factors of 72 is 3 plus 1, 4 into power 2 plus 1, 3. That is 12. So there are 12 cases for A6 and A7. So the total set of positive numbers will be 8 for A1, A2 and 12 for A6, A7. The rest A3, A4 and A5 are fixed as with one case each. So the total cases is equals to 8 into 12, that is 96. Okay. Now coming over to the sixth question. This value is given to us and we have to find the value of x. We can take x common from the numerator first of all. 1 upon 24. 24 can be written as 3 into 8. 1 upon 104. 8 into 13. Then 1 upon 234. That is 13 into 18 plus 1 upon 414. 414 is 18 into 23, and we are observing that this is a pattern of telescopic series. Okay, where the denominator is breaked in product of two having same differences. Okay, and same way the last term will be 1 upon 33 into 38. Now this is equals to 49. Now we know that how to simplify the telescopic series. Because the difference over here in every consecutive terms is 5. So we multiply all the numerators by 5 and denominators by 5 again, and taking the denominator 5 common outside and numerator to be 5 upon, now 3 by 8, 5 upon 8 by 13, 8 into 13 plus 5 upon 13 into 18 and so on till 5 upon 33 into 38. Now this can be breaked in two parts, 1 by 3 minus 1 by 8 plus then this is again breaked into two parts, 1 by 8 minus 1 by 13, so on till 1 by 33 minus 1 by 38. And all the terms get cancelled except the first and the last terms. So x by 5 into 1 by 3 minus 1 by 38. This is given to us as 49. Now we need to find the value of x. So x by 5 into 38 minus 3, 35 by 3 into 38. This is equals to 49. So x is equals to 49 into 3 into 5 into 38 divided by 35. Simplifying this, we are getting the answer as 798. Now, the next question, seventh question. In a classroom, there are 25 students. Their teacher writes 1 at both the ends. Teacher write 1 at both the end. Now, every student writes some of the consecutive terms in between of them. That means like first student have added these two terms and written 2 over here. The second student has done like 1 added 1 and 2, so written 3 over here, then 2 is there, then again 3 over here and 1. Third student, what he has done, 1. Now 1 plus 3, 4 in between 1 and 3, then 3, then 3 plus 2, 5 in between them, then 2, then again 5, then 3, then 4 and 1. See, fine. Now, after this, after the third student and so on, now find all the numbers on the blackboard after 25th student. So I'm taking one more term like fourth student. What he do is 1, then add 1 plus 4, 5 over here, then 4, 4 plus 3, 7 over here, then 3, 3 plus 5, 8 over here, then 5, then again 7, 2, and now the numbers get repeated in the reverse form, that is 7, 5, 8, 3, 7, 4, 5, 1. Now we need to find the sum of such numbers. So starting with the first student, after first student the sum is 4. After second student the sum is coming to be 10. After third student the sum is coming to be 28. Then after fourth student, the sum is coming to be 82 and so on. Now, when we observe this pattern, this is 1 plus 3, this is 1 plus 3 square, this is 1 plus 3 cube, then 1 plus 3 to the power 4, right? So, after 25th student, the sum will be 1 plus 3 to the power 25. This is my final answer for the 7th question. Now, the last question, that is the 8th question. In triangle YRL, YR is equals to RL. A triangle is there, YRL. YR and YL are equal, and two triangles are formed, equilateral triangle YR V and RL S. Okay, again all these sides are equal. Now exterior of YRL triangle, now line YR and YS and LV are joined. LV line and YRL, such that YR and RL, there is some change. This point will be R and this is Y. Then only YRV and RLS. Yes. Now VL and YS lines are joined and they are intersecting at M. We need to prove that MV is equals to MS. Okay. Now first of all, taking that since these are equilateral triangles, so their angles are 60 degrees each, and YR is equals to RL. So these two angles will be equal. Okay. Now in triangle VYL and triangle SLY. Okay, first thing is Vy is equals to SL, since Ry and Vy are equal and RL and LS are equal and RY is equals to RL. This is already given to us. So these two sides are equal. Now, second thing is if we see the angle VYL and angle SLY, both these angles are 60 degrees plus theta. So these two angles are equal. Now YL is equals to LY. This side is common. So we can say that triangle VYL is congruent to triangle SLY by SAS congruency. Okay, so by CPCT, we will get that VL is equals to YS, and one more thing we will get as angle VLY is equals to angle SYL. These two angles, this angle is equals to this, will also be equal. Okay, these two are by CPCT. Now, observe triangle MYL. Now, in triangle MYL, since these two base angles are equal, so we can have that MY will be equals to ML because the base angles are equal. Now, VL is equals to SY, already proved, and ML is equals to My, again already proved. When we subtract the two equations, the resultants are also equal. So Mv will be equals to Ms. This is the required proof. So this was your paper of sub-junior level, NMTC Stage 2 2025. Thank you.